Hi guys, this is Mrs. A, and I am going to go over how to decode a DNA message using what you've learned in your lessons already. If you want to double check any of this information, this is going to be in any and or all of your lessons in the last couple of weeks. We are going to start with this document you see right here. This is the second document on Tuesday the 23rd's assignment. The first document is a list of DNA messages. In class, you were assigned a number. You use that number. You use that message and that message only. You don't have to decode all of them, just the one we assigned you. For the purposes of this demonstration, I'm going to use number 5, and I'm only going to use the first portion of it in the interest of time. So here we go. Number 5, I'm going to use number 5. And your first step is to copy down the DNA message on this area right here. So here we go. T-A-T space A-T-A space G-A-T space A-C-T space C-A-G space C-T-C space. Now, what's going to happen is you're going to use what you've learned in class, and we learned that in DNA we have certain bases. Those bases are G, C, A, and T. In RNA, we have certain bases. And when we translate from or move from DNA to RNA, we translate that message into from G to C, C to G, A to U, and T to A. So, if we're going to go from DNA to mRNA now, we are going to do it like this, following this decoder. T becomes A becomes U, T becomes A, space. A becomes U, T becomes A becomes U, space. G becomes C, A becomes U, T becomes A. A becomes U, or space, A becomes U, C becomes G, T becomes A, space. C becomes G, A becomes U, G becomes C, space. C becomes G, T becomes A, C becomes G. Now, please remember that I am using number 5, and there's actually more codes, more letters in that code. Like I said, for the purposes of time and, frankly, the memory space on the device I'm recording this on, I'm going to stop there. So this is our example mRNA sequence. And for the purposes of thinking about how this works inside the cell, we're going to go from mRNA now to tRNA, because all of this happens inside of the nucleus. And we got to get this message outside of the nucleus so that it can be read and turned into proteins. These are proteins, amino acids. Okay, put them together and they're a protein. So we move to tRNA. We've got to decode and translate to tRNA now. And that tRNA takes it outside into the cytoplasm, where we can make proteins. Okay, but first we got to translate it. So, moving from mRNA to tRNA, C becomes G, G becomes C, U becomes A does not become T, okay? A actually becomes U. In RNA land, there are no T's. Okay, so now we're going to use this And go on over here, and we are going to do it real quick. See, A is U is A is U is A is U is A, C is G, U is A is U is A, G is C, A is U, G is C, U is A, C is G, G is C, A is U, and G is C. Excuse me. I started to write a G there. There we go. And remember that this is an incomplete code for the purpose of time. All right, so that's our tRNA. And now we're going to start making our amino acid sequence. And the way this was designed, let's see. Okay. Hold on, let me erase that. All right. All right, so out in the cytoplasm, we're going to have to translate this guy here, okay? And how we do that is through the triplet codons. These are codons, 3 letters, triplets. We're going to go one at a time. UAU, R, dash, no, all capitalized, AUA, ILE, GAU, ASP, ACU, threonine, CAG, GLN, and then CU. So this is our official protein or amino acid sequence. Now, to double check your work, what's going to happen is we're going to use the mRNA sequence and we're going to decode our message. And this checks to make sure that we have our message correct. These messages were written by prior Oak Park students. Let's see here. All right. Okay. So AUA. My bad, what's that? AUA, UAU, and on. And so eventually what you'll just keep doing that. Each triplet codon in the mRNA is to check your work and make sure that your translations are correct. That's the whole point of this. Now, if you're wondering, do I stop there or do I go on? I do want you to go on. I want you to come down here. As you can see right here, I already started a message. You're going to actually start at the bottom and work your way up, okay? So you create your word. You can say, hello, Mrs. A, or something goofy like that. And you will actually start working your way back up. So you'll look up the amino acid sequence, then you'll write the tRNA, then you'll write the mRNA, then you'll write the DNA, and then you'll be done. Boom. All right. I've had students ask me, UAU is tyrosine. And we want to write down the 3-letter abbreviation, T. That it's capitalized, but not the next one. A, U, A, isoleucine. G, A, U, aspartic acid, ASP. ACU, ACU, threonine. CAG, glutamine. CUC, leucine. Work on triplet codons using this decoder. We're going to focus on the outer ring of letters. So AUA, A isoleucine, which is U tyrosine. Over here, you look up the codon here in the center, starting with the first letter, second letter, and then the third letter. And then the English use the letters right here on the outer ring to create your word. Now, like I said, this is written by prior OPHS students, and so some of them will probably be goofy, like, hey, what's up, or Oak Park Rocks, or something like that. So the whole point of that, do I need to do this? The whole point of this document is to give you plenty of practice and plenty of opportunities to show us that you can go from the DNA to the RNA, to the tRNA, to the protein, to action in the cell. So you're not just learning about central dogma through this assessment, you're actually doing central dogma through this assessment. So that's the whole point of it. So if you can demonstrate to me that you understand this and that you can do this, if I were to ever just drop a sequence at you, then you're fine. I don't need you to do this right here. The purpose of this page is this beautiful little chart right there. All right, have a great day. Hope you got a lot out of it.